So let's look at how we can finance our product, and I put in that it's a practical steps to getting funds for your product. You can see we use the sound and the music. So the first quote I like to take and says that it's not about only about your products, but about who may need it and how it will reach them. So when you are creating a product, when you want to sell a product, when you want to market a product, don't first think about that product. You want to sell this iPhone 12 Pro Max. You want to sell this phone. The first thing is not to think about the phone. The first thing is to think about how will it benefit the people that want it, and how will it reach them. Because most product designers, they are more particular. This thing is beautiful. In fact, if they see it like this, they will fall. After they have seen it, they not from up. Because you must create in mind the expectations of the users. It must be in your mind when you are creating a product. So this is what will make it easy for people. Even before it comes to the market, the demand is already coming. Let me give you a good example you can relate with. How many of you have seen an advert online say pre-order this before the actual date? We'll be honest, you have seen that before. Now they will give you an appetizer, or if it's a movie, they will give you a trailer. What are they doing? They are whetting your appetite. They will say, if you truly want it, order right now. They can say, if you order now, you get 20% discount. You get 10% discount. What they are doing is that they are trying to see what will be the taste like of the users. We have been able to have a lot of adverts, they have seen it now. Before we allow them to handle it, let us see the way they will accept it. That will show in the way they are ordering it. Someone will ordering it like 10 of it, 20 of it. They're like, So the producer is already thinking that, if people can order it even without seeing it, what if it can't come? They'll finish it. That's why you hear a product that within 2 weeks of its launch, it sold out. It didn't sell out in 2 weeks. It already sold months before that product actually came to buy. And that's how to create a product that will sell. Or help you discover that your product is in your shop, it's on your market. Anywhere you place it, nobody's coming for it. Because what you are particular about is about that product. And getting money to come into your hands is beyond just having the product. You must think of who may need this product, or who will need this product, and how will it reach them. If you can put that straight in your mind when you are creating your product, it will make your product to sell quickly without any hassle. The next slide, please. And a product is yet not useful until it reaches and satisfies the end users. It's not useful, so we can just, for example, if the iPhone producers have done 1 million of this phone and they put it in their store, has it benefited anybody? No. Until this product leaves their stores or their manufacturing places and begins to move from one country to another and begin to get to people's hands, then it becomes a product. So you can say you have this beautiful idea. It can be in your mind. In fact, it can be in your shelf until it reaches and satisfies the end user. It's not yet a product. So don't rejoice when you have an idea that is still in your mind, or you have an idea that is still going through what we call the processing moment. Some of those ideas can be stolen. Some of them can be destroyed. Some of them can just be taken off the radar. But when somebody has picked that product, has used it, and has testimony for it, man, it's a good product. So if anyone wants to create a product, think about it. I want this product to go beyond just Awoyaya. Can this product move from Awoyaya? Can it be selling in Ajah? At least think of your immediate environment. Now, if I've sold in Ajah, can it move from Ajah to Lagos Island? How will I do this? So maybe you may need to leverage on dispatch riders, which will facilitate your delivery. So it means that you have to get some delivery guys around your neighborhood. I have an order in Yanapaja. Can you deliver? that person who is ordering it is the one that will pay for delivery. But you have made it easy for the person to buy it by allowing a dispatch rider to deliver it. That's what I'm saying this morning. So it means that that product will not have difficulty of reaching the end users. So because you can keep your products anywhere you like, you can even keep it in your fridge. But when somebody is using it and is beginning to give you that feedback, that's what will gladden into your heart. That's what will tell you that you need to do more. And that's what every product producer or product developer to think of whenever they're producing their products. And the next slide says that these 4 things are what validates your products to the end users. If these 4 things are not seen in your products, I'm telling you, it might just be a normal thing. There are some products, if you go to a supermarket, when you look at them, they look beautiful. But you know, maybe because you heard somebody say something about it, you will not even want to go there. Am I right? As in, you heard a product selling, but because of the news, people have mentioned this one and this one and this one. When you see it, we usually go to that kind of product. You want to look for something else. But take, for example, I mean, of you know raw, that small raw. The small raw, in that, yes. Has he ever gone out of circulation? It's still there now. It means that the testimony of that rock has been passed from generation to generation. It's still going. It's still going. The same way, you know, the cube sugar. You know, it has been for a long time. Has it gone in circulation? It's still there because they keep telling us about that cube sugar. They keep telling us. Even when other producers came to do same, that one that has been existing for long has not gone. Because they remain with their package, with their quality. That's so key. Because we live in a world that is changing, is evolving time to time. Whenever you are creating a product, don't think of your local environment. Think of a global scale. I told you, if you can remember, 2 months ago, when we started this second service, that there are 2 types of carb all over the world. There's one that when you were creating it, they had the local mind was just in mind at that time when they were creating it. Such kind of carb are the one we call the yellow carbs. The yellow carbs we have in Nigeria is also in America. It's also all other countries of the world. But think of another carb called the Bolt or the Uber. They are the global mind. They think about that we want this carb to go beyond just America. It should be able to go across the nations of the world. So when you were creating it, they had the global mind. So the same way when you are creating your product, don't think of the local environment. Once you begin to think of your local environment, it limits the spread of that product. You don't discover that people who are ordering it are just people in your environment. You discover that people outside are not ordering because when you were creating that product, what was in your mind is how to sell to your titi, your tope, your this. You're not thinking of how to sell to senator's wife, senator's minister. I mean, all of that. People in high class. How do you market them? But you've forgotten that these same people, they're also on social media. So there's a way you can position that business that it will really meet their tastes. Are you following me this morning? So these 4 will validate your products. The packaging, which we talked about last week, your price, the quality, and your customer service. If you can work on these 4, it will help your product to scale. No matter what you sell right now, you can be selling pure water in front of your house. If you have a good customer service, people living in Mayfair Garden will come and buy from you. Because the way you rapport with them, it's okay. I love to joke around when I see my customer. I'm always joke. I joke around them. I have to tease them to get some words of them because I want them to come back. And they have always been coming back. Even those who market for us, I joke around them a lot because I want to get more out of them. Because if they cannot get in touch with me, they won't be able to communicate that product. So some of them will say, when you were creating this, what were you thinking? I say, really? That one? I was thinking about you. How do I create it? You laugh and laugh, and I will not go through the way I'm going to. The customer service is so key because they will remember every event that brought that product to them. And that is enough for them to tell their neighbor, to tell their friends, to tell their colleagues anywhere. Take these four things very serious. Then you discover your product is stable. Let's look very quickly. What is financing? What's financing? Financing refers to the process of obtaining funds or capital to support various business activities, projects, or investments. If you want to finance your product, understand this basic definition. You have to obtain the funds. Where you're going to get it from is where I'm going to talk about the next slide. You have to obtain the funds. That is, you need something to support what you're selling. Please let me have that bottle of water. For example, you want to start producing bottled water. Can sit down. And in your house, the machine you have can only produce hundreds in a day. And you're having more customers demanding 1,000 bottles, 2,000 bottles. It means that you need more funds to produce in that quantity. Am I right? Am I right? Yeah. Now, if that is what you need, then you need to know how can you get the funds to do it. Because if you keep selling hundreds, it means that you cannot get more profit than hundreds. But imagine you are selling 1,000 bottles, 1 million bottles in 1 week, 2 million bottles in 3 weeks. You are made. My twin brother has designed, I don't want to take so many, but at least a couple of products that we have sold online. We mentioned that during the Teens and Youth program. One of such products is called FinLink. This product was released in 2020 during the lockdown. It's an online course where you can learn about 20 courses using your mobile phone, which includes graphic designing, this and that. About 20 of those courses. At that time, we were selling about 2.5 or 1.5. We saw the number of products online. During the lockdown, people were not going out. So people were looking for how they can make use of their phones to maximize whatever they can do. So that course was selling all around. And at that time, we sold to almost about 7 other African countries. I think about 2 Western countries, UK, and I can't remember some of them. We still have the data with us. And we have about 5,000 people all over the world who subscribe to that product. We sold good numbers of that product. Now, when the lockdown finally left, now he thought about something that this product will still sell. But people now have gone out, they are no more at home, they are now looking for what to do. So people are no longer using their phone to do what they used to do when they were in the lockdown. Now, he thought about something, he kept the product. Early this year, one of his friends said, I feel it. That's your product that you sold. Don't you think that we can partner together? I like you to follow me. We can partner together and ask the federal government to fund an NGO so that young people can go on that site and buy that product free of charge. He said, we federal government can fund the product. Yes. This product was released 2020. So it's well, they need to pay me first. And I said, no, government will not do that. Give us the product. We will upload it on our site. People will go there and download. We will keep it in the database. There's already an amount. Each course costs 10,000. So anyone who goes there will download it. So we were doing that since January. It was shared with me the data as at 5 days ago. From January to now, we have sold 16.8 million worth of products. I was amazed. 16.8 million in sales from January to now. And said they have not stopped. Federal government has funded the project, has funded it. It's funded already. So he said if this continues like that between now and December, it's likely to grow into 25 million. That's the power of the products. So when you are creating a product, it's not just about you, it's about the end users. What impact will it have on them? Is it something they will use now and trash away? What impact will it have on them? Don't worry, by the end of this month or first Sunday in September, we're going to release a new product in this church. Everyone will see it. We are working on it. It's under the power now. So the essence of it is that you need to get funds from that product that you have. And sometimes this fund is around you. Some of you don't have the money. Some of your friends have the money. So what you need to do is that, like I told the workers in the morning, there are some certain things that must be in place before the fund can come to you. I asked myself a very good question. What if Finland has not positioned itself for federal government to see deem fit to fund these projects? For example, if the company is not registered, it's not with CAC, they don't have a bank account that has bearing Finland, how would they pay them? So these are little opportunities that slip off people's hands. So as I was saying in the morning, there are many things Christians will take for granted. This kind of thing I'm giving you, people go to a hotel and suit and pay hundreds of millions to receive this course. 1 week, 2 weeks. I've done that a couple of times before. Because one of the difficult things to do among business developers is how to develop products that can sell in the market. Anybody can design a product. Anybody can design a product. But the product that will sell in the market is very difficult for anybody to do. Because there are strategies to doing it. And that's some of them I'm sharing with you in this. So let's look at the 6 practical steps to financing your products. The 6 practical steps to financing your products. Number 1, you have to determine your funding needs. How much will you need to fund that project? If you are not writing, you are missing out. How much will you need to fund that project? You want to start a barbering salon. How much will you need to start that barbering salon? You want to start hairstylist shop or whatever. How much will you need? By now, you know how much they are selling hair dryer. You know how much a shop costs. You should know how much, or you know, I want to start. Start what? How much? I don't even know. Just give me the money. Which money? So if you are able to estimate on the next slide, if you are able to estimate the amount of capital that will be needed for that project or that product, it will be easy for anybody to put in their money. Nobody throw money away. You can't just sit there and say, I have an idea. What can this idea do? What problem will it solve? What impact will it have? So you need to estimate how much capital you will need to develop, to produce, to market and distribute your new products. So this will include the cost for research and development, manufacturing, packaging, marketing and distribution. To understand this basic thing, and then it will be easy for you to attract funds from anyone. Number 2, or before that, look at this figure. One of the things you need to do to yourself or for yourself, if you have a writing journal or where you write some things down, put it in writing. For this product, I will need 100,000. Let the figure be in black and white. Don't just have it in your head. Because sometimes somebody might just say, send me the black and white of what you are talking about. And you don't have it anywhere. By now, you have it in a well-structured way. So if you send it to anybody, someone can quickly go through it. Oh, 10 million. The 10 million will be used for buying of 2 machines. This will be used for this. This will be used for this. This will be used for eventually 10 million. So, okay, you can invest then. Make it very easy. Have a figure. Number 2. This number 2 is very, very important. I think I mentioned to Sister Precious. Say you do, and I told you on Sunday, create product samples. That is another way to finance your products. You cannot tell me you are a fashion designer and what you wear is imported clothes. You are not doing yourself good. You cannot tell me you are a hairstylist. You cannot make hair for your own self. You are buying imported hair. And well done now. Well done. You have to make yourself look good by your own hand. Then we can now say, who did this for you? I did it myself. Really? Then you can do more for me. I don't know what I'm saying this morning. So the samples we're talking about could mean, for example, if you are doing beverages, you can just do like 10, 20 and distribute among some people in your office, in your church, and oh, this is my new product. I want to have a taste there. You also do a short video, 30-second video, how you feel about this product. That 30-second video is your testimonial. If you run an ad with that 30-second video, you'll be amazed. How many of you have seen an ad online before? Somebody say, I drank this thing and this and this. How many of you have seen that kind of ad before? That is exactly, these are the things they are doing. Some of them don't have money to produce large quantity. They just took samples to people. Somebody will wear the clothes and went to the studio and took picture and then they blow it. They're like, wow, before you know that product has sold 10,000. They're like, how? Because somebody used it and the person feel good about it and he blew it. Create samples of what you are selling. Create samples. You are a caterer, you cook food. You have a new recipe. Prepare it well. Look for someone, when people are highly placed in the society, whose influence can be used to spread out products. Let them have a taste, so tell them, please, this matter to me. Can you just, after eating this food, just do a 30-second video and tell us how you enjoy this food. Oh wow, leave the rest. Be honest. Just have don't like 5 or 3 of such testimonials. The rest is on. So we do this a lot of time, it will help you. On the next slide, the sample serves as tangible representation of your products that you can use to showcase its features, quality, and value of potential customers, investors, and partners. Just like the allocation we did yesterday on our site, after we handed over the document to the client and then they've seen their portion of land, I said, please, I need about 5 of you, can we just have 30 seconds video? And they were so happy to do it. So I brought out the cameras and everything, and I was really impressed by their testimonies. We are working on those videos. That's what we're going to leverage on to blow the next product we are preparing. Those 5 testimonies are enough for me. We'll use that to blow it. Because one of the ladies was so excited. She said, this is my first time of buying land and I can see my land. I said, oh wow, this is a good one. You need some kind of videos. You need those testimonies. Those samples. They're going far for your products. Number 3, create a detailed business plan. You don't really need a robust business plan, 30 pages business plan that they used to do in those days. All those things are no longer there. Just create like 1 or 2 pages, but let it be detailed. A detailed plan that can reflect the buoyancy of your product in the market. If an investor looks into your product, into your business plan, it can see the profitability of that product. Of course, there will be losses, but on the long end, if we look at, if we invest in this business 3, 4, 5 years from now, it's going to blow. For example, how many of you know Kuda? When Kuda first came, he approached few investors. Many of them turned the product down. But some of them, those who turned that product, right now they are regretting because they are turning in trillions of dollars. Their turnover in a year. They thought that product could not thrive. But in the class of wallet banking, Kuda is one of the best of them. The same thing, Opay, Pampay, all those wallet banking. Some of them told them that, oh, what can become of these ones? So it's important that let people see the structure of that business. You can go to the next slide. Let them see the structure of how that business will look, that product will look. Once somebody can fully accept the image that you have painted in that plan for that product, they will buy into it. Every investor wants a return on his or her investment. They want a good return. But the only way they will give you that money is when they see that this thing will thrive. There are people who they have given money, they have jackpots. They just took the money like this, you can't see them again. They left their house, they left everything. But with your business plan, we can see your strategies. We can see your sales projection. We can see how you're going to compete in the market. If this and this comes, we will know that you will thrive. And this is actually for people who go into large production. Maybe you're going to be doing 10 million in sales, 10 million production of product, all of that. You need this very key. Number 4, you need to exploit self-financing. I tell people regularly that you are the first investor of your own business. You are the first investor. If you cannot invest in your own business, I tell you, no one will invest in it. You cannot buy your own products. Ask yourself, this product I'm selling, can I buy it? this thing I'm selling, can I drink it? Can I give my children to drink? Whatever you cannot use, it will be difficult for anybody to buy. Are you know what I'm saying this morning? So you invest in your own product first. And the way to do this, let's have it on the next slide. As a product developer, we don't use all our 10 fingers to eat. You must cultivate the habit of keeping certain amount of money in a savings account. Reasons for, you may have an emergency in your business. You may have anything that needs to be sorted with funds. Before you start calling on A and B and C, you are taking at least 3 to 4% of that to be taken care of. And that's the reason why if you approach any investor to put money into your business, the first thing they will ask you is that, how much do you have? How much of your money is in this business? I've asked me that several times. And those times, we're so ignorant that we believe that it's good as supposed to give us the money. We are supposed to start with our own little fund. And that's how thing works. So consider using your own savings, your personal assets, or your investment to fund your new product. This approach can give you more control over your business and might be an attractive option if you have the means to do so. The next one, number 5, we want to wrap it up on this. You may also need to seek external funding. We call this OPM, other people's money. How many of you know what is called OPM? Using other people's money. Everything doesn't have to be your money. For example, in real estate, we use OPM a lot. We use OPM a lot. The bulk of the money we use for financing our project are other people's money. There's a strategy we must employ for the money to come. Sometimes people feel that we are big. Not that we are really big like that. We use other people's money to fund certain projects. And when we are done, we return their money with their interest and things move. So these are some of our external funds, or where you can seek external funds. On the next slide, we have what is called the angel investors. These are individuals who invest their personal funds in startups and new ventures. We call them angel investors. So, for example, when you are starting up a particular business, you approach A, C, B, and D investor. Maybe out of them, when you are doing your pitching, you are projecting, and then out of them, 2 of them might just, okay, we have found your product to be profitable, we invest A and B. Whatever money those 2 people are giving you is called OPM, other people's money. It's not your money. That person doing that is called an angel investor, because people will not know who is funding the project. All they know is that the business is moving forward. So your job is to ensure that once this fund is given, is used for what it's meant for. The reason why in Nigeria or Africa, so to say, while we only have very few angel investors, because we don't know how to maximize people's money. They will give people money to do business, they will go and use to buy designer. They will give people money to start a business, they will go and use to buy something that is not related to their business. When it's not time to pay back, it will now become EFCC matter, it will now become police law. You must be able to use other people's funds very well. The second one is a venture capitalist. This is actually for big organizations that will not be related with you, because when you are using venture capitalists, it means that if you have a business idea, let me make it very clear to you. I have a business idea, say, Pastor, I have this business idea, and then this and this and this and this will work. Now, okay, I say, okay, it's fine. I will invest in that business as a company. Now, for a venture capitalist to invest in your business, number one, that business must be registered. If it's not registered, nobody will give you that fund. You must be registered with the CAC, you must have a bank account, and some books must be in place. So I will not say, okay, I will invest in the business, but this is going to go, I will take 40% of the company. That is called equity. Somebody say equity. So I'm going to have 40% of the entire company, then you have 60%. So it means that every profit that comes to that company, I have 40%. Then you and your team can share 40%. That's venture capitalists. And that's why a man can have about 10 businesses, 20 businesses that has about 10, 5, 10% in different organizations. They are called venture capitalists. You too can grow up to become that. So you can approach you and say, I have this idea. If you have little funds, invest into that business. You can hold a fraction of that business as low as 2%. You know that today, there are some people in Nigeria, they are handling from Coca-Cola as little as 0.2%. Every product that came to Nigeria, some people are handling from it as low as 0.1%. Imagine you earning 0.01% of about $300 million sales in a year. That's huge. That's huge. Another one is crowdfunding. That's people's money gathering from there and there. Another one is a small business loan. You can always get that. Maybe go to bank and all of that. And this one was what I gave the example of FinLink, grants and competition. If you have an idea that can sell, federal government has grants. I'm not saying that federal government has grants that give to people. All kinds of grants. And these grants are given to people whose business can scale. Like now, let me give you a very good exposure of this. If you can think very well, and you create a product that young people can use, soft skill products that young people can use. All you need to do, put it in a well packaged way. Just package it well. Look for people who can help you push it. They will just hide it under an NGO. They will fund that product. What they will just do is that they will market it. Young people will download that product, and then once it's something that you can use and it brings results in their life, there is a part of the Ministry of Youth and Sports that releases funds for such purposes. That fund is there, but it won't come out if you don't have a viable business of products that can attract that fund. And that's why it's covered in federal government. They are sharing the money among themselves. So you can attract that money. It's available, but you must have that viable products. So if you are thinking of products, don't only think about physical products. Think of soft skill products. For example, you are a fashion designer. You can prepare an ebook on how to sew 20 styles, and you put it step by step on how to do it. And he said this is solely for fashion designer, young fashion designer between ages 18 and 30. So you are saying that if there is anyone between ages 18 and 30 who does not really know how to sew, does not really know how to sew, if you can take this ebook and study it, one can sew this kind of style by following these steps and wrap it together in a book. Meet A and B and C. Federal government will fund it. Imagine if 30 million people download that book and they charge each person 5,000. Those that are downloading this are not paying, but on the platform of the federal government, it is tagged 5,000. So it means that for everyone who downloads it, they pay 5,000. Imagine 30 million people download that book. That means it's called grants. That's why some people are silent millionaires in Nigeria. These are ways of getting this fund out of the federal government, and we are one of them. We are getting the money out. So don't sleep. Don't sleep. Number 6, you also need to pitch to investors. That's number 6 way to generate a fund. That will be the last one today, then we'll pray. When I mean pitch to investors, you may have an opportunity or occasion where you'll be able to go to an event where you have to display what you sell. In what they call it, trade fair, all of those things. But there are times that you just have to go to some place and just mention, my name is this, my name is that, I can do this, I can do that, I can do that, I can invest in my business, this and this and this. They might just give you 1 minute. Tell us about your business. If we give you $100 million today, what will this business do? You must really be intelligent, you must really be sound, you must really be eloquent. Because you're having panels sitting before you. And these were not just panels, they are investors, big time investors. They have money to give. But they want to see how intelligent you can be. How you'll be able to you'll be able to use their $100 million and give them $150 million. So you have occasion to pitch your products. Some of this thing happens in, I think we have attended some of them VI and all of that before. Some of them scaled through and they got the fund. But 30 producers or manufacturer can come. I just speak only 2 or 3 of them. Those who have gotten the fund. But what this actually meant for is those who are doing products. Can I have on the next slide? Those who are doing products that really need to go across the world. Like when I mentioned Kuda to you, Opay, all those have companies, all of those ones. Those has to do with everybody in the world. Investors love that kind of products. Product that is not only made for Nigeria. It can be used in Africa. It can be used in other continents of the world. They love to that kind of product. You need to go and pitch it. It's not something you can talk one-on-one. You need to go to a big event where you will talk about that product, or you just have an idea that if this phone, I just created this phone, and this phone can do for you 100 things. You don't need to use anything. Just with this phone, you can do 100 things. Tell us how you do. Maybe on your slides, just display all the things you can do. Just base them with all your information. Like, wow, really? Now you now begin to hear, I will invest $100 million. That will not be enough. They will say $200 million. It is who have it first. I mean, the highest bidder that will fund the project, and that's how people get money. These are not actually difficult, but it will be difficult for persons who are lazy. And there are many Nigerians and there are young people, they are still struggling. In America, these are ways by which young people, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, highest of them, they have products across boards. Like 21-year-old boy, what's thinking? He's already creating products that is going to scale 5 years. Like what? Very easy. For somebody 30, 35 is still looking for 2,000 naira job. 40 is looking for 2,000 naira job. When somebody at 21 is already sitting on $10 million somewhere. It's time for us to think and start using everything that God has given to us. Somebody say amen to that. Yeah. So with these few steps, I believe you'll be able to look for which of them will best fund that project that you have or that product that you have. And let me tell you something, beloved. I don't want people to say that there's no money. Because once you begin to say there's no money, money will run away from you. Because you are creating a presence around you that I don't need money. So by your words, you refine the environment. So but once you tell yourself there's money is everywhere, you discover that you begin to smell money. You know how new money smells? How many of you know the smell of new money? It's called meat. You know how it smells. So when you often make such declarations, you smell money. Even in your dream, you're counting money. It's not a curse. It's a good dream. Because it's really positioning your mind that there are investors around me. There are people who is going to buy my products. There are people who is going to do this. You don't discover they are all around you. And it's the way nature will bring you across yourselves. That's what I'm enjoying in my life. I don't see there's no money. Despite the way the inflation in Nigeria is, the dollar is almost 1,000 naira. Despite it, people are still buying things in millions, in thousands, in millions, in thousands. The question is that where is this money coming from? The money is somewhere. The reason why it's not coming your direction because you don't have what is enough for them to put in the money. And that's why you have to wake up and give out what will cost them to put the money in your hands. Bow your head this morning and talk to God for just a few minutes. You need to ask God what product you need to create. And if you already have a product, ask God to help you to restructure it in a way that it will attract funds. It will attract money. Money is there. There's money everywhere. I'm telling you, there's money everywhere. People are buying things every day. They should buy from you.